Hello, good yo-yo people. I'm Nate. I'm a sponsored player by G Squared Yo-Yos, and this is another episode of Nate Reviews Yo-Yos. Today, I have the privilege of reviewing the Apollo by Unspoken YoYos. This is my review of the Apollo. This is the in the hand section. What does it actually feel like in the hand before I throw it? I've had this yo-yo for a couple weeks and I really like it. I had the chance to review the Riddle by Unspoken YoYos a while back, and so if you haven't checked out that review, you should go check that out. That was their very first yo-yo. I did not get a chance to try out the Paradox. I've heard really good things about it. From what I remember of the Riddle and what I talked about there, their yo-yos tend to have a similar feel to them. Very nimble in the hand. When you pick up their yo-yos, they feel a lot lighter, and just kind of a very, very nice sort of light, but powerful at the same time yo-yos. The shape and the overall essence of the Apollo really reminds me of the Summit by CLYW and One Drop as well. It just has that sort of feel, V-shape, very comfortable in the hand, really nice blast on there. I love that fade, really unique. I love that reddish burgundy sort of color there. Man, I would love to get a yo-yo with a solid color. Really like that, really classy, really nice color. You don't see on a lot of yo-yos. You don't see a lot of red yo-yos anyway, so it's really nice to see a unique color. But yeah, it's nice. You have that clear, sort of grayish clear, and then that burgundy. Really nice looking fade. Yeah, overall really nice. It has some really nice cups there. Not really an IRG. You could probably tilt that in there to get a little bit in there. Overall, just solid yo-yo. High performance. Looks like it has quite a bit of weight rim on it as well. And so, as far as their other yo-yos are concerned, it might be kind of pushing sort of the envelopes for more of a competition-driven yo-yo on this one of the Apollo. It seems like a lot of prototyping went into this yo-yo. From what I follow on their Instagram and so on, it seems like they've definitely spent their time getting this one perfect, and it's clear that they are really happy with how it turned out. It did sell out immediately on their website as well. And so Unspoken has been killing it as far as that. They seem to be making quite the splash for such a young company. All their yo-yos sell out pretty much immediately, and you don't really see a lot of their yo-yos on the buy-sell trade, so people are keeping them and really enjoying them. And so, yeah, overall, really like the feel in the hand. Seems really comfortable. You know, the edges they're smoothed off, but you know, it's wide enough, at least in my hands. I'm a pretty big guy, pretty large hands, but it fits pretty nicely in there. So on a catch, you're not really going to catch those edges. You're going to catch those little flat edges here, but really nice shape, nice wide gap, really nice finish. It's going to be really good for grinds and so on. It's going to be fairly decent for horizontal tricks. The overall construction of the yo-yo is really solid. Lots of rim weight, but also just the right amount of center weight. On their description, they talk about that. And so you're going to get really strong spin times on this, really long spin times, great stability, and just overall really smooth play with just enough rim weight. A lot of yo-yos tend to be sometimes in the design. On some designs of yo-yos, you know, the focus is only on the rim weight, but really you need a nice balance of that with some hub weight as well, center weight. And so that's going to help keep an overall well-balanced yo-yo. So I think they did a really good job. They obviously put a lot of work and prototyping into this yo-yo. So let's go see how it actually plays on the string, shall we? Welcome back to the on the string section with the Apollo. And man, I really like this yo-yo. You know, one thing that I really appreciate about Unspoken YoYos is some of their edgier designs, very clean designs. Their whole project is very, very art-driven. All their yo-yos so far tend to be fairly light on the specs. which, you know, is tricky because, you know, when you get a lighter yo-yo, you really, sometimes you really lose a lot of spin times on that. And this yo-yo in particular does not do that. I experienced that with the Riddle as well, a fairly light yo-yo, but just really commanding spin times as well, just really great sleep times. So this yo-yo is no different. Very light, nimble on the string. I'm really getting into a lot of lighter yo-yos, and lighter yo-yos that do it well, because not every light yo-yo does it well. And I really like the feel on the string with this. I'm not feeling like I'm chasing after it, like a lot of lighter yo-yos will. It's very commanding still, tons of stability and rim weight on a horizontal. Yeah, really does horizontal really well. It keeps away from those walls enough. One of the things I forgot to really mention in the hand section is that the profile on it isn't a perfect V shape. Like, it's kind of hard to tell maybe on the camera, but it actually scallops in very slightly, and so that it takes away from some of the string drag. Actually, it does have a fairly decent IRG, better than I thought. I thought I was going to have to tilt that a little bit. Grinds are really solid. Yeah, really nice. All right, let's go ahead and throw a trick. Nice short trick there. It is Sunday after all. I really do like this yo-yo. I'm not sure what else to complain about, if anything. I think they really hit this one out of the park. I really think the Unspoken Yo-Yo project has quite a bit to offer the yo-yo community. Something fresh, something really clean. That's one of the things I really like about their yo-yos, is that all their yo-yos are super clean. The design work is well done. There's very much of an artistic flair to everything that they do. I really dig it. There's not much I can really complain about. Looks really cool spinning with that fade there. Really nice. It does on the string remind me quite a bit of the Summit. I talked about that in the hand with the shape, but the feel on the string has that same kind of feel to it. So my overall opinion of the Apollo by Unspoken YoYos, I think it did exactly what they said. It's very light on the string, which is tricky when you're working with that. I think they did a really good job with the weight distribution, putting a lot of rim weight on there. I mean, you can tell how beefy that is just by kind of pinching that area. You can tell, but they also put just the right amount of hub weight on there too, center weight, so that it's still well balanced, but also doesn't take away from any of the spin times or stability. And so overall, just really nice plain yo-yo. Really like the Apollo. There's no wonder why it's selling out immediately, and I'm sure the next run will sell out as well. So if you've not checked out Unspoken Project, this might be the yo-yo to check them out with. And so that is my review of the Apollo by Unspoken YoYos. Good day and good yo-yo.